gotta play with
You gotta
them.
roll for them. That's what you roll your D6s with.
Oh no.
2 fuzzy dice. I don't think they can land like 7. I don't. There's like numbers they can definitely not
probably
land.
not if
Yeah,
there's
they can,
sixes,
bitch.
Anthony.
Why you
They're
ground like
attached
that?
to.
9.
Hell yeah! Are you saying that he has weighted fuzzy dice?
Yeah.
They're soaking wet. They're filled with milk.
Ew!
Ew.
Why?
them out.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that
No, it's
question.
semen.
Actually,
Artemis.
we're not even a minute in.
Welcome to the Pondcast,
Oh my
where we're
God.
possibly filled with semen. We don't know yet. Anyways, I'm
I can
Jacob.
fill you with semen.
I'm Anthony.
What?
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Artemis.
Hold up. Are we just gonna glaze over what Isaiah just said to me? I feel
Blazing.
violated.
What are you? One of these teenagers? You know what these words mean?
No.
Glaze
What
like
does
a
glazing
filled
mean,
donut,
Jacob?
like Isaiah will
Um,
be later.
What's up with all the sexual energy in
Can we
the
restart?
studio tonight?
None of this was even here like 10 seconds ago. What the hell? You know what? I'm gonna roll my D6s.
If we just do a second intro, we could just start from there. Just cut the front.
What's up, you silly little gooses? Welcome back to another awesome episode of the Pondcast.
It'd be great if we never cut out the original intro and we just keep this one in. We're like, oh yeah, just do another intro. Just do another intro.
And I'm Anthony.
I'm Artemis.
Jacob.
Oh no, he said his
So-
real name.
Hey guys.
Oh no, they got
don't
me.
see-
We have to do this again because we need to have a clean take. I'm so
Clean take?
serious. You know what? Artemis, go ahead and give it a shot. Maybe you're the chosen one.
Welcome back to the podcast, you silly little fucking gooses.
Sorry, I farted. Clean take.
Ew! I thought it was Ollie's head I was scratching. It's his ass.
Sorry.
Get away
Oh
from
no,
me.
now
No,
they
no,
know
I
my
want
real name.
No.
I
know they can't hear this.
To this podcast, you silly
He's
little
at my baby
gooses.
boy. Look at him.
I'm Artemis.
I'm Isaiah.
I'm
I'm
Anthony.
Anthony.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
We're having an identity crisis today. Hey, guess what, everyone? It's Black History Month. None of you have paid me my reparations.
Never.
Is it like a subscription based? I don't know if I could do that right now.
Yeah, it's like it's the Patreon.
Wait, I
We
buy
don't
you
have a
food
bitch.
as is.
Food as is.
Yeah, like I buy you food. Doesn't that count?
Did you buy me food this month?
I haven't seen you this month.
Dang, so you hate me. You hate black people? Is that what I hear?
Yeah, Artemis just stays home the entire month.
Yeah.
I just call
Artemis
you
is-
the N-word, and I just
can-
say, what's up?
We're starting
That was a
over.
crazy statement. So, anyways, tough crowd. Everyone, roll your dice.
2d6s.
2d6s, or in Anthony's case, is 2 coins.
No, I'm bowling. Higher, low.
Artemis, go.
These
Low.
dice are hot.
We're going low.
9.
I got 10. Oh, Jacob's going crazy.
I got 12.
6.
Jacob.
You're up first. Take it away.
All right, so I was thinking about this a while back. It's been on my list of topics for a while. I
Is it
forget
me?
what started it, but so Texas. There's 2 prevalent chains that come to mind whenever I think of Texas.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Well, then why don't you just fucking do the topic then? I'll just shut my bitch ass up.
I was adding commentary for the crowd so they know we're engaged. I'm sorry. I'll shut my
You're
fat
Not
ass up.
engaged.
Then what are we?
Are you eating?
Artemis, how many times have you eaten during the recording session?
Never.
Literally every recording session.
You know what?
Hot take.
You know what?
What?
Chicken butt.
I'm eating chicken strips right now. Suck my dick.
I hate both of you. I'm professional.
I'm sorry, Jacob.
This is crazy.
So 2 major chains.
Yeah, there's 2 major chains that come to mind when I think of Texas. One being HEB, and I feel like everybody can agree with me there. Unless we have listeners who are not in Texas, then I guess just go fuck yourself. Anyways,
Then they're
HEB,
wrong.
really big store. Isaiah loves it. Everybody loves it. We're all Gucci. The other one being Buccees. And which my idea is if you were to take the like super diehard fans of both sides, who do you think would win in a fight? The Buccees fanatics or the HEB fanatics?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say Buccees because
Buccees.
at this point, Buccees has like a fandom at this point. I mean, Buccees has so much merch that if you go to Texas, you have to leave with Buccees merch. But if
That is fair.
but no, it's not the same for HEB. HEB feels like a Texas specific fandom, but Buccees is the whole world wants to be. Buccees is like the Japan of gas stations.
Fair enough.
Buccees
Are you a
was the
weeb? No, I'm a Bucky.
When I first went to Buccees in Texas, that was the first time I ever saw someone actually openly carry a gun. HEB, I've never seen such a thing. So,
Because what do you need a gun when you have all these good sales, all these coupons?
Fair enough.
yeah. But see, I will argue that I have seen HEB merch at the HEB stores.
Yeah.
So, but both are very much like, you might find them in a small town. Like, when I went to Lubbock recently, they had an HEB, but they didn't have a Buccees.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and like when I talk to my grandparents about it, they're like, they have the best barbecue ever. That's where we go to get our barbecue.
The HEB?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
when
sorry,
we
they're
went,
wrong.
It was a miss. Because the other HEBs I went to was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm also
Was
biased,
it,
to be
or
fair.
is that just nostalgia talking?
I'm very biased. Did you answer, Anthony?
No, I'm looking. So, do you know what HEB stands for?
Herbert something but. I forgot what his middle
it's
name
Howard
is.
E. Butt.
Howard E. Yeah. It's named after the person who owns it. Or founded it? One of those two.
That's what I started laughing at. I'm sorry.
Degeneracy. Got it.
The HEB operates more than 420 stores across Texas and Mexico.
And Mexico?
And Mexico.
I didn't know we had HEB in Mexico.
Isn't it kind of a Hispanic store?
I don't know. His first name was Howard. So
Well, I think... I think most of the stuff is like in Texas is. I mean, like, especially when you get closer to the border, it's very much Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, yeah.
Ooh, actually, Jacob, are you the only one who's been to California?
I've been to California.
Have you had like their Hispanic food before?
No. I've only been to
Oh.
California to go to Disneyland.
That's fair. I only ask because I remember Jacob was telling me like the food they have over there is way better compared to here in Texas.
It's the Mexican food is way better over there than Texas. Hence
But to
why
be
it's
fair-
called Tex-Mex here.
To be fair,
Can't
I've
even
been
call it.
Arizona has some
down to
pretty good,
South Texas
um,
though.
Mexican food.
Arizona does not have really good Mexican food.
Why does Arizona have Mexican? I guess they're next to New Mexico.
So you didn't finish the Mexican food part of that statement. So all we heard, Isaiah, was why does Arizona have Mexican?
Well, you see,
My bad.
Isaiah's like, ew.
he's just he starts clearing a bunch of browsers.
Okay, they have pretty good Mexican fast food restaurants like Filiberto's.
I
and-
love. So, to be fair, I do not see that restaurant Filiberto's as a Mexican restaurant. It as a restaurant on its own is pretty good. They have carne asada fries, pretty fucking good. It's all carbs.
Never heard of that
Yeah.
place before.
Delicioso.
Del Taco. They had a pretty good Del Taco.
Where? What's
Okay.
that place?
Okay, so this is my argument. If you like, if you're like, oh, Texas Mexican food's way better, and I'm like, no, it's all about California, and then you're like, oh, Arizona's good too, and you bring up fast food places, I'm sorry.
No,
It's like, yeah, Texas is known for its burgers. We have a McDonald's. Like, shut the fuck up.
no, I get what you're
Whataburger.
saying,
But I get it.
this place, it's like, oh yeah, we have Mexican food, and they point to a Taco Bell. Well, like the Filiberto's, everyone that I've been to, they have like their own style.
We're
salsa.
accepting here, but just a little. We just want Taco Bell. That's it.
Fuck
We're
your
very
Chipotle.
limited in our exceptions.
Get that out of here.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell this story, but I'm gonna tell it censored.
Thank God. Good thing we haven't said anything that should be censored already.
Well,
Penis.
when me and Anthony went to Arizona for Taylor Swift, we got inebriated, and we had our friend Faith take us to like 3 different restaurants. One of them being, I think, Filiberto's.
No, we went to one. We went to one and then we DoorDashed the other 2.
No, we didn't. We didn't DoorDash. I don't
We didn't
remember
DoorDash?
DoorDashing.
Yeah, I remember 100. Oh no, we were gonna DoorDash, and we're like, man, that's so expensive. We'll just go.
Yeah. But
You guys-
Filiberto's was one of those places. So was Del Taco.
Inebriated.
Another, I guess, kind of another segue. Segue? Not segue. Another story is we went to Seattle, and they have a place called Taco Time. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's not good.
It's not good. The store looks fake.
Yeah. Oh, and they also had, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like one of those old-fashioned like burger restaurants where you order at the window. You cannot get any adjustments to your substitutions at all. It's like, here is your burger. This is what you get. Oh, and here's some ketchup packets on the side.
That's fair.
It was pretty good.
A little dining
I
and drive.
I put a picture of the menu in chat.
Is that a taco burger?
The color just makes it look sick.
Yeah.
I'm. Why?
It's like a pretty patty.
It's because the
Pretty
first thing I think of
It killed the health inspector.
Yeah.
Oh no.
First thing I think of is that meat packed down, or is that just like loose, like ground beef?
I think it's loose
I'll
meat.
pack you down.
I forgot what we got. We got taquitos
It's
and
like-
something else.
Yeah, it
was
was our first day there. Like, we had just gotten picked up from the airport, and my uncle was like, "I'm gonna take you here," and
You gotta try this place. It's so good.
and my other uncle was like, "It's not that good," but he really just wants to take you there.
Which is fine.
Was he trying to relate to somebody in particular, or was he just like,
me?
"Oh, I like this place"?
We're trying to make him feel at home. Let's go get a taco.
Hey, viewers, for those who don't know, Anthony is a Hispanic man.
Whoa! Why you gotta dox him like that?
Contrary
whoa.
to popular belief, to those who might have believed
He is an American.
black.
Don't be like he's a Hispanic.
To be fair, every time I've said I'm Hispanic, they start thinking Spanish to me.
Donde es la biblioteca?
What is it? Coriwa.
he's just brown.
Well, it's got awkward.
What flavor brown is he though?
He's a
Fun
milk
fact, when people
chocolate.
ask me, so my dad's from, well, he says his family is from North Dakota. I don't believe that man 1 second. And my mom's an immigrant. Don't dox me. But I have like a weird, everywhere
Fetish?
I go, someone either asks if I'm Native American
Definitely.
or from Hawaii or I'm Hispanic.
One
I go,
being
I'm just-
my dad.
Yeah, all I do is just say, oh, I'm brown.
Yeah. Yeah. First time meeting Anthony, my dad's like, "So, what tribe are you part of?"
And I go, nope, I'm just brown.
Yeah. He did apologize. I will
Not to
give him
me.
that. Not to Anthony. But to me, he did. But he did apologize.
I think it was one of those like, oh, I'm sorry I said it this time, not for what he said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, people confuse me for black all the time.
What
I
are
think
you?
That's
We have-
crazy.
But not just photographic evidence, but like we have multiple podcasts where you go, I'm black.
You know, Your Honor,
Isaiah,
you
you
weren't even
literally
there.
started this episode with "Welcome to Black History Month. Where's my reparations?"
I'm
Yeah,
pandering
that
to
is-
the
that is
audience.
100%
I'm
fair.
pandering to the masses. I'm trying to give us diversity credits.
By,
Hey,
by
audience,
lying,
for those who don't know,
then, what you're saying
I'm a fully
is true?
black man. I'm
Oh.
African American, if you will.
How can they believe you? You've been so untrustful up to this point.
Just go. You know, that's a great time to plug in my other podcast. Go. Listen. No, you know, I understand if you don't believe me. That's exactly what I want.
And you go fuck yourself.
Say it. Say the N-word.
Who?
Artemis.
It's the only episode we've ever used the censor button, and it's when Isaiah goes to say it. He's like,
It's just-
fine, I'll say it. And the audience never hears it. They go, we didn't hear it.
We just finished, guys. We can't do this. We can't have anybody say the N-word right now. We're under a lot of fire. It's because I said the N-word again.
I get it now.
You understand it now?
No.
I understand it now.
So anyone else got topics? I did my
Yeah,
topic.
it was like a bunch of crickets right there. Can we put
man.
that in? The post?
I have a
Yeah.
I have a topic. Let me go back to my notes. So
So you didn't have a topic ready.
You shut the fuck
Crickets. Add crickets
Um,
here and post Isaiah.
Yeah, add crickets.
what do you think is niche and not popular, but actually
Podcasts.
really is?
Now, clarifying question. Is this something that we feel is that way, or
Yeah.
we feel that's how the fandom treats it?
How you feel that way? Like for me, my topic. So this came about because I went to a panel at an anime convention for an anime that I was like, oh, no one really watches it because I wasn't part of any like fandom group at all. That room was fully packed. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this show's a lot more popular than I thought.
My bad. I need to turn off my fucking phone.
Yeah, freaking
Fucking
Anthony.
rude.
What hose are you talking to? I'm sitting right here. You can talk to
Right
me.
now.
Here, actually, you know what? You pissed me off, Anthony.
Why?
You had a nut in him.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick. I gotta make a call.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
So now we could talk shit. Oh.
I'm okay. I'm okay. What's up?
There's no way they hear the other side of this.
No.
I can talk.
So for the audience,
okay, so I have
Isaiah
this
has
idea, right?
called
Alright, so hear me out.
Anthony
There's
and
this
is
guy
trying to flirt
who's
with him through the
homeless.
phone.
Yeah.
But luckily, he has no riz, so there's no way
Hey,
that he's
sorry.
going to pick up a baddie
Sorry,
like
it was a
Anthony.
collect call
Yeah.
or one of those.
One of
I
those
had a
bitches.
Did
they
you
started-
pay the toll fee?
The toll fee. So as soon as so no joke, the thing I've been doing when people, I get like an absurd amount of spam calls. So like when I get one, I just block the number. But what I've been saying was like, hey, for insurance paralysis, I'm going to be recording this call, and they just fucking hang the fuck up immediately. It's the best thing ever.
That's good. I found my pop filter. I'd put it
Nice.
away in the drawer
I'll
My
pop
pop
so I
filter
wouldn't
walked out
lose
on
it,
me.
and I forgot about it. What?
I said my pop filter walked out on me.
Oh. Wow. That's
You're like, wait, Pops.
Sorry, I gotta go get some cigarettes and milk. I can't do it. Jacob, can you do that for me, please?
Sorry, I gotta go get cigarettes and milk, honeys.
But Pop, we're so hungry. We need you to pay for the bill. What the fuck? What
I
the
gotta
fuck?
keep a roof over our head. Don't look.
If you're just listening to that audio, you're going to think that was not with a different person. You're going to think that's with the person who was calling you Pop.
No.
What are you doing,
I mean-
stepdad?
We don't kink
No.
shave here.
Oh, you know what? Actually, audience, if you just listen without the sound on.
I was about to say that. If you just turn the podcast audio off, that sounds like we're having a normal conversation.
They wouldn't hear anything.
Exactly.
No.
That only works for visual gags. Literally.
I visualize all the time. Ugh.
What?
Stinky.
Can we vote him off the island?
Yeah, let's vote Anthony out of here.
Fuck you
no.
guys, I have an immunity item, and it's it's
The stick.
here. Hold on, let me send you a link. Press the link so it can infect your computer. Hold on. Let me type it in.
Okay,
Let me
we'll
type it
do.
in.
Okay.
Fuck
Send
you
it to
guys, I'm the diversity hire. No. Why would Anthony be?
Isaiah's
I did.
first day at the new job, Anthony's gonna be like, "All right, yeah, well, now you listen here, you son of a bitch. I'm the only diversity. You think you can replace me?
Me and Isaiah make this joke a lot. Well, we all three of us make that joke, or I guess all of us make this fucking joke because we all work together at some point. It's anytime we're alone together, we go. So why are you trying to kiss me?
Oh, I want you to.
No,
okay,
the
so,
joke was so we could kiss right now and nobody would know.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
So story time, real quick. So I had an interview recently, right? I had
Wasn't
an
that the
interview
place that you
over-
said sucked ass?
He did say that.
What?
Or was it
No.
that you sucked their ass? I'm getting confused.
You hear all this slander on my name? I didn't say any of this. So what happened was, so it's over at Anthony's job. I had an interview over there, and so I'm at home. It's been a couple hours. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been a couple hours. Anthony calls me and he goes, "Hey, Stinky," or something like that. He calls people weird sometimes. He was like, "Hey, so I'm sorry you didn't get it." And I was like, "Oh, dang, that sucks." He goes, "Yeah, I talked with the guy who did the interview, and he's like, yeah, he told me that you tried to kiss me." And I thought, and immediately I said, "Why did you tell him I tried to kiss you?" And then he said some other things. I was like, "Oh, this is a joke," because Anthony hates me.
I do.
Damn. Well,
it's
this motherfucker's
episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening, guys.
11:45. This man calls me at night right before the interview, and he goes, "So I'm gonna walk in there like, say it, you bastard."
Okay, so first of all, let me add a little context. Actually, so it was actually earlier on. I had called Anthony, and I was like, I'm kind of nervous.
No, you called me at 11:45.
You know why? Because you told me to call you.
That's fair.
And so I called you, and you didn't answer, and then you called me back, and I was like, "Hey," and you're like, "Hey, is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, just a little nervous for the interview." We were just talking about it or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, the nerves are gonna get the better of me. What's gonna happen is he's gonna be like, 'Hi, you must be Isaiah. I'm so and so. I'm doing the interview,' and I'll be like, Ohio gozaimasu. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm nervous." And then Anthony laughed, and I go, "So Anthony, so I go, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that around the veterans, because Anthony works at a 55+ community."
I got war flashbacks. Fucking talking Japanese near them.
Didn't the
That's
last
so
World
fucked.
War II vet die, or was it the World War I vet that died like a couple of years ago?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was.
I wasn't there
two.
for the war, so.
I'm
But I
finding
always
wars every
remember
day.
on Memorial Day, like, never forget.
Forget what? What'd you forget, Isaiah?
Artemis, did you see that?
Yeah.
What happened? Because the audience didn't see that. Can we get a play-by-play?
Yeah, explain
Artemis,
what you
do you want
did.
to tell them what happened?
Nope. You can explain it.
Oh, wait
This
a
is great
yes
for an
and.
audio format.
Hello, audience. Once again, I'm on a roll today. I'm probably going to get canceled on this episode.
That's fair.
So I had made the joke of never forgetting on Memorial Day, and as everybody was recovering, doing whatever, I hold up two fingers, and then I have a finger that flies towards one, and then it goes away, and then another finger flies towards the other one, and it goes away, to symbolize 9/11 happening. There's no way for me to make a pentagon. I don't think it works.
We apologize for the inconvenience. Isaiah has currently been canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, he took his camera feed off. Speaking of
He took his feet off.
me and
Okay,
Artemis.
looking back.
So there's a cool game that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's called Gaslands. You play with like little Hot Wheels, and you put little guns on them. And so you play the tabletop game. And I'm at the sorry, I'm a big Porsche fan of the cars. I really Porsches are really cool. And there's a really famous one, a very, very, very famous one, a very, very expensive model. But I'm looking at the Hot Wheels. I'm like, oh, hopefully they have a Porsche 911. Artemis goes, what? And I was like, yeah, like 911. She goes, what? I just, yeah, it's a thing. But I was gonna.
They
Go
had, because my mom has one. They have 9/11 memorial Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a fucking plane and be like, yep, this is what I'm playing with.
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled.
We are gonna get canceled, but it's okay. Were we even like?
It's
It's
just
just
gonna be
popular to
me.
get canceled.
But it's okay, because once I get kicked off here, you guys will already be living lavish and doing great things, and I'll have a different successful podcast. The one that just talks shit about you guys. I review every episode.
I think what is it? Oh my goodness, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. It's fine. I'm gonna take my feet off because I keep staring at you guys. I keep losing what I'm about to say.
You're putting your feet away too?
You're getting
Oh,
lost
yeah.
in my eyes.
But I
Actually,
enjoy the audio
100%.
feed.
Yeah, the audience does too.
Yeah. I like
mean
the
the
visual
visual?
play. Yeah, the visual play.
What's up, gamers?
I didn't know that was your kink. I'm into visual play. I like to see shit.
I like to
Yeah.
imagine it happening.
It's not imagining if you're staring right at it, though.
That's just voyeurism.
Oh my. Artemis.
Yeah. What about it?
Hermes is like, why do you think I have a
No.
tuck chair?
Oh no.
Not anymore.
She grew out of it. She's like, no, I'm not a cuck anymore. Tired of everybody
Yeah,
kissing
I don't
my
want my high chair
boyfriend
anymore.
Yeah. I wanted them to start kissing me.
Hey,
Hasn't happened yet.
hey, I took you on a date.
Yeah, you did. You
At
let,
a-
you
oh,
let
yeah.
me borrow your jacket.
Yeah.
Good shit.
And
Wait
then
till you
and
get
then I got her
competition.
pizza.
Yeah.
That's
They're basically in love right now. Anthony,
me.
what are you gonna do about
we
that?
went to a local festival that was happening. It was a food festival, and I told her. So before we left, before getting up in the morning, I'm wearing pants because it's cold outside. Artemis gets up and she goes, "How cold is it outside?" I go, "It's pretty cold. It's 45." She goes, "Okay," and I think she's wearing like not sleeping shorts, but pretty much like sleeping thin
No,
shorts.
they used to be my work shorts. Can I wear them anymore? No, because they're too short.
Do you wear them to
but-
sleep?
I probably could, but I'm
Hmm.
not going to because they're like professional shorts.
You could see her knees, the whole knee. But she's wearing those, and we go
Whoa.
outside, and
Burn at the
we're
stake.
waiting in line to get food, and she's like, "I'm cold." Jacob's the only one wearing a jacket,
Yeah. And you
and
let
so
me borrow this jacket.
Jacob, like the gentleman he is, gives her jacket, and then we end up going inside. I'm like, "Oh," and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go get some photos of some other cosplayers." And Artemis goes, "See, now Jacob wants to fuck me." They go get food.
No, well, I guess you guys didn't know this, but like I was on the verge of like I don't want to say fainting, but like I was very lightheaded at that point. I was like, oh, like let me go sit down. That's why I sat down for like half an hour because it was so lightheaded.
See,
The more you know.
the more you know.
Interesting.
Sorry, Artemis, how does it feel?
For what?
Knowing that Jacob wants to fuck you now.
Oh, it's a little weird now. I
Oh.
wish you would just go. I wish you would just go back to kissing my boyfriend.
And you see, that's why I would. That's why I never did it. That's why I never would.
You're also
Please.
gay.
Not during Black History Month.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Because that means I would have turned you at least bisexual.
Who says I'm not bisexual?
Aren't you like an openly gay man?
First of all, I am in a closed relationship.
Yes.
Isaiah, you could. What is it? You're not. Oh fuck.
Take your time.
No, get back to me. I don't want to fuck it up by saying it.
Here, text me. I'll read it out loud.
Text me the slur you're about to say.
Aren't you?
And
Aren't you an incel?
oh, don't worry, it auto corrected. I just
Oh,
put
that's
N.
What?
It's like predictions. It's like he says two letters and it just autofills.
He doesn't even put anything. That's just the first thing it says. As soon as he opens it up.
It's like he pulls up your contact and it already has the first word put in.
Oh, so here's a.
Isaiah the.
Yes, Art?
Have any? I don't want to be like. Have any of you turned a previous partner gay? Because that's not like the right phrase. But have any of you had a partner date you and then later be like, guys aren't for me.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not with guys, but like they're like, I'm not gonna date Hispanic guys anymore. And I was like, oh, okay.
Dang, you were that bad.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
That's crazy.
I can't say that I have. I mean, in my adult life, at least, everybody I've dated has been a man, of the same gender, if you will. And so far, to my knowledge, they've also been one of those homosexuals.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I dated girls back in school, but like that was a long time ago. I don't know what's going on with them right now.
Gotcha.
I did have a friend growing up who that happened with several of her partners, though.
Rough.
I have not had that happen.
Sometimes it'd be like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn Jacob gay, but he doesn't want to kiss me.
I also talked about Jacob with another friend of mine, and who's also gay, and he's like, "Damn, that man's not gay." He's like, "I just want him to hold me." I was like, "I also want him to hold me, but I don't have to worry about if he's gay or not. I just want him to hold me."
I try to get I try to
there's
cuddle with
times I
Jacob all the
do
time.
give you a hug, and you're like, "Don't touch me."
Because
That's the
you
ultimate.
try to hug me when I'm upset. You're gonna get fought.
I'm trying to console you.
So when
More
you
like
hold me
consume
hostage in a
you.
magic game for an hour and a
Pookie
half
bear.
and go, that was fun, right? And I go, no, don't touch me.
And then he'll
Hey,
reach over
half
and
the
try to hug
time,
you.
you're fucking holding me hostage, bitch.
You could just scoop.
And you get just as mad. You're like, well, Jacob, no, why are you scooping? I
That's
didn't do the
different.
cool thing to hold you hostage yet.
To be fair, I play every game out.
Damn,
I don't.
he's right.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh.
you're a loser.
Sometimes you just have to be like, you know what? That was a good game.
Yeah, we go game 2. Start shuffling.
Sometimes you're gonna be like, "Quit your crying. We've got a lot of work to do."
Every day I'm shuffling.
I can't shuffle.
Oh.
Can I shuffle? I mean, I shuffle my decks all the time, and then people yell at me because they're like, "Isaiah, why are you bending it like that?"
Oh, I don't do that.
Isaiah, you toddler grip cards a lot.
First
You
of
gotta
all, I'm a
refine your-
grown man.
We'll give you a plate full of Cheerios to refine your motor skills.
No, I don't want those. Are they Honey Nut Cheerios at least?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It could
So
be
back
Nut
to my
Cheerios.
original question. What do you think is niche, but not really niche?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. This is her. Oh my god, her reoccurring bit. It's not a bit. We just keep forgetting the question.
See, this is what happens when we don't record regularly. There's
Record
too much
regularly.
chaotic
But see, okay,
energy.
here's another thing. Every time I have a question, I get a lot of questions about my question.
That is fair.
That is fair. In my defense, I can't ever answer a question straight unless I'm passionate about it because I need to
'cause
know
you're gay.
clarifying question.
Artemis, can we get a clean take of your question?
What do you think is niche, but it's not really niche?
What do I think is niche,
Sorry,
but
I
it's
had to
not
cough.
really niche? Let me think.
That's a
Yeah.
great question, Isaiah.
Oh.
I was inspired by someone actually,
Oh, gotcha.
a very famous activist, if you will.
Good shout out.
Mine is Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, there was a lot more turnout for that. I know Freedom is very popular. I think it just won Anime of the Year.
Yeah, I did.
But I didn't think Apothecary. I thought Apothecary Diaries was just like some I don't know, like some you'll see like one or two cosplays of it, and maybe like the voice actor doesn't really like the role, but they play it.
Yeah.
There was a shit ton of people at the last
There's
two
a lot of
cons.
people.
Yeah.
Not Isaiah looking around his room for
I don't
inspiration.
think I have one. I don't think I have anything that's actually niche. Or at least
Well,
not
it
one
has
that
to be
comes to
niche
mind.
but popular, right?
No, you think it's niche, but it's actually popular.
Yeah.
Like you think there's a small little group or like a small fan base for it, but it's actually a lot more well known than you thought.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like
Well-
with Apothecary, there's like 17 light novels of it.
Oh wow!
Well, I used to have this thing, so I had a glass jar and I'd put figures in it.
Oh,
And I thought it was like a niche thing, but then everyone else did it, so now I just put candy in here.
you just leave it on your radiator for a week.
Yeah. Then you smell it.
Are you smelling your cum jar?
Oh no.
I think mine for sure.
Filthy.
I think is there's always like artists that I'm like, oh, this is a really cool artist, but they're going on like world tours. I'm like, oh, okay, they're performing in the UK right now.
No,
Yeah.
I agree with that actually. I think for me, sometimes, at least with music, I find some artists who are niche at one, or like who are niche, but then give them a couple years and then they are no longer niche.
Yeah.
Like for me, that was Baby No Money.
I love Baby No Money.
Because I found him several years ago through a YouTuber who would use his music for his outro, and I was like, I like the song, and I started listening to his music then, and then I just stopped listening for a while. Next thing you know, he's all over the internet.
Yeah, he got TikTok famous.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think an artist like that was Little Dicky. I was a very big fan. A lot of his like funny music videos, and then he just blew the fuck up. And then I remember just like for some reason he just had his own show, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
That was the point where I stopped listening to him. I don't know. I
Poser.
liked his nicheness. I liked it. And then once he got big.
What is not a poser? What is it? Oh my god. It's your
Fake fan.
no, not fake fan.
I was there before it was cool.
Yeah, hipster. That's what it is.
Ah.
See,
No, I mean,
That's like Sonic right now.
so it actually flows perfectly into my next topic, which is like, how do I phrase it?
Good topic.
Thank you. I
You
do
think you
my
watch with the
best.
sound on.
the artists that I really enjoy, Mickey Darling and Zana, they're both still, I
Zana?
would say, still pretty niche.
Yeah.
I mean, Zana is kind of like hit or miss, kind of, because she tours
miss,
Canada and did a U.S. tour base. But I think Mickey Darling is less popular than she is.
Popular. Very popular.
Did you
Yeah.
figure it out, Jacob?
Oh, yeah, I was just waiting for you to finish. But so I would put him in the same realm as when Disney took over like Star Wars and Marvel and stuff. Like, for example, I was a really big Marvel and Star Wars fan. Then Disney got a hold of them and they made a fuck ton of shows and like a bunch of reboots and movies and stuff. And it was like way too much content in a sense. Like, I can do a whole fucking TED Talk with all the research and like things I've looked up on how Disney has handled Marvel and like Star Wars, for example. Like, just to quickly summarize it, like, people look at Marvel and they say the Infinity War saga was the best. Like, all the Avengers stuff leading up to Infinity War, peak film. But when you look back, like, towards the beginning of Marvel, like, Iron Man or Hulk came out, then Iron Man, and those are like separate years. Then I think it was Captain America, and then I think the Thor movie, and then the Avengers. They all met up. And then from there, it was like 2 movies a year. And each movie felt like a huge event. It was cool. Same as like Little Dicky. You heard like his song. It was cool.
Are you upset because like they're pumping out like 8 shows, 4 movies?
They're content farming.
If they were good, I wouldn't care. But I think because they pump out so much, the filter of what's good content and what are we just trying to pump out as a cash grab gets different.
You know what? I'm gonna be fucking fired up about this. I'm gonna tell you right fucking now because I was loving this man before anybody fucking knew who he was. I loved his role in a very not controversial movie, but like people fucking dogged on him the entire. I'm his day one. All right. And it's
Little
Andrew
Dicky?
fucking Garfield, and he did an amazing job in The Amazing Spider-Man. Those are my 2 favorite movies.
Oh, he's
And
great.
everyone shat on him for the most time, and No Way Home comes back, and everyone fucking loves him now.
I think the people that mostly hated on him were also the diehard Tobey Maguire
fans,
fanboys.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, he's the real Peter Parker. And it's like, yeah, he was
it's-
fucking 30.
Yeah, it's the same with
playing
him
a
and
high schooler.
the guy that played Anakin, Christian.
Christian
Did he die
Slater?
recently? Christian.
No,
No, because so listen. I would me and Chris were hanging out, and he was on TikTok, and he had went to search something, and I said, "What is that?"
Hayden
And-
Christensen.
Yeah, I was like, "What is that?"
He's
And on
6
like,
foot.
you know how it has like trending searches. One of them was like Anakin Skywalker actor dead, and I refused to look at it because I would have been mad.
I think they were talking about the Jake Lloyd. I think he didn't die.
Oh, are we talking about Darth Vader? Because he
Oh,
passed
you
away
mean,
recently, I think.
Jarms Earl Jones.
Yeah, he passed away recently. Maybe that's what it was.
September.
Well, he was the
R.I.P.
voice of
peace.
Darth Vader. He wasn't Darth Vader.
Have you
The
seen?
vo-
There's
yes.
there's a lot of behind the scene footage and like other stuff for the older movies where that's a different voice and it sounds so fucked.
Damn. Yeah,
Shit.
it's tough to replace.
Shoot. Absolutely. That's Mufasa.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear that, did you?
No.
Good.
Mufasa.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. That's another one. I've heard nothing but bad things about the Mufasa movies or the new like live action Lion King movies. And I think it goes into like the people that grew up with those movies can see the trailers now, now that they're adults. And I think people are aware enough to know when something is a cash grab.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was
you
a
say about
big,
my
big, big
brother?
Indiana Jones
That's not a straight,
film
that's my
fan.
brother.
Is it
And then,
Crystal
like,
Skull?
Yeah, the Crystal
Skull's ruined for
Skull
you?
was all right. Like it was still pushing it. I was like, okay, he's old, but they set up with like Shia LaBeouf to like take over a little bit as kind of like a nod, and I was like, okay, so at least they're ending off the indie saga in a way, and then just whenever they try and remake it, I can shit on that. But no, they brought him back, and there was a bunch of CGI, and like you look at the numbers, like they spent like what $450 million to make the movie. And they didn't make anything close to that back in box office.
185, and it made 786 million.
You know why,
Which
right?
one?
That's the Crystal Skull.
Oh,
It's 'cause
I thought you
Hollywood-
talking
You know when
about
that
the new
movie
one.
came
I was
out?
like, no.
That wasn't it the same year that the year after the Star Wars movie came out?
The Crystal Skull?
With him in it?
2008.
Oh, you're talking
By the
about.
way.
I thought you were talking about the recent one. Sorry.
No, the
No,
recent
no.
one's maybe a year or two old.
I forgot
Probably
they made a
is,
new
yeah.
Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, that's what Jacob was
Hence
talking
what
about.
I mean. Like, especially like when you go back to Marvel, like ever since the end of Endgame, then they started making the shows and the movies. Like
The Dial of Destiny.
To get the stuff, you have to watch WandaVision. You have to watch Loki. You have to watch fucking She-Hulk. You have to watch all these other shows, and like you look at the watch times, which is what I was going to talk about earlier. See, now I'm fucking started. Back when there was like 2 movies a year, okay, that's what 3 or 4 hours of movies that you have to watch, compared to now where there's like 450 hours worth of stuff being released in a year. And it's just
I
it feels like homework for people at some point.
I mean, I think it's just how technology, how advanced it is with like making movies. Like The Mandalorian, they're pooping out that show because like they don't have to make sets anymore. They just have like a projection in the back that kind of just blows out all that stuff that would be practical.
Yeah, but that was actually good.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like they have like because basically like the forefathers did really good, like stage 4. Yeah, stage 4 did so well that they're like, cool, we can just take media and just fucking all over the viewer's eyes. Yes, Isaiah, you
Whoa.
back on with a big forehead.
Yeah, but I can agree with that. Because I was at a certain point. I think it was I had watched Infinity War, and I wasn't really like I was kind of into like the comic book movies, but it was like I watched Infinity War, and then all of a sudden, you guys froze. Sorry. Are you guys still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Anthony's freezing. Right? Is it?
No,
I don't know.
it's just you.
Oh,
So we should do video.
I hate it here. But what's it called? I watched Infinity War, and I was like, damn, this is some good stuff. And I went back and I watched a good chunk of the movies. I didn't watch all of them because
Fake
I
fan.
just didn't. So then I could watch an Endgame and like understand what was going on and like really get into the hype of everything. And I remember like I was like theorizing things and conspiracy theorying things with one of my friends named Kiera. She's one of the biggest Marvel nerds that I know. And like we were sitting here talking about who we think was gonna die, who they're gonna bring back, what's gonna happen, etc., etc. And then after Endgame, like Jacob said, is when they really started pumping out the TV shows. And like with WandaVision, that was cool. Like it was pretty decent for what it was. But from what I've heard, there's only been a few of the TV shows that are actually good. And I think the problem that is happening with that is, like you said, one, the amount of watch time there is, and two, the amount of lore that they're putting into it, and like the connections. But then 3. They're trying to take all the comic books and make it put it in a what's it called, in film/TV way for us to consume it now. That it's hard to do it all, especially because you actually have so many different fandoms within the comic series that it's like, unless you are one of these big name heroes, one of these big name superheroes, you're going to get a TV show. And a lot of times, because it's a TV show, it's a B-side project, they're not going to get what they deserve. And so a lot of people are falling off because a lot of their favorite heroes or their favorite anti-heroes, they're not getting the good stuff they deserve or the screen time they deserve.
I think it's mostly, because the release of Iron Man was like the start of the MCU.
It was like 2008.
It was 2008.
Yeah.
And then Endgame came out in 2019. I think they're trying to cram a lot of lore, and like you need to know a lot of this stuff before you go watch this movie. Like the one of my favorite series is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it happens after Endgame. He takes a mantle, and then it kind of sets up for the movie that's coming out. But it
It should have been a movie. I didn't care for the show, but
This is not the space for this conversation. Because
Oh,
I will
really?
sit here and ramble on for 45 minutes.
Listen,
I'm
we'll do
prepared.
that
Check
in
out my next
another
podcast.
episode. We'll just go. Anthony just makes his own podcast.
I could ramble on about the MCU for a while. That's still the only like core memories I have is my dad taking me to go see Iron Man, and it was like, I don't know. It's like I fell in love with superheroes, like especially when I love Spider-Man. I like read the comics growing up, and then having Tobey Maguire when I was a baby, and then I was like growing up and from an adolescent to seeing Andrew Garfield, and then now
The
having
love
the
of his
resolution with Tom Holland. Full circle. I'm creaming in this suit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
that's a whole nother can of worms. We can see next time on Anthony's why
Anthony's Cream Corner.
yeah cream quarter.
Ew.
So I get you. To pay respects to your favorite show, the Winter Soldier or the I forget what it's called, but the
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's good. I didn't like it because I didn't think the villain was strong enough to support
Well,
it.
that's kind of, I mean, like you have a power dynamic because like Falcon has no powers, and that's kind of like the plot of it. Like
It would
he's
have
not
been cool
enhanced.
though
This is totally
to see him
spoilers, by the way,
overcome.
audience.
That's what heroes
Yeah,
are
but
supposed
that's-
to do.
Sorry
I'm
if
sorry,
you're
I don't want to
listening
see
to
people
this for the
come on the
first
screen,
time.
Jacob, but like that's kind of like the reality of the world and like superheroes. Sometimes they're not
Artemis, by the
strong
way,
enough.
How do you feel about all this?
Well, it's tactics.
Huh?
How do you feel about all this, Artemis?
Yeah, like
let me
tactically.
give me the back. Let's go in the back.
I'm just listening.
That's fair.
Fuck you.
While they go in the back, I'm going to continue. I haven't watched any. I've only watched WandaVision, and it's kind of cool.
See,
But I
I
think,
don't. I'm not a
mhm.
big superhero fan because I think I agree with Jacob where they made it to the point where you have to watch everything to understand it. So
I
at
strongly disagree.
one point,
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
because at one point you just had like you could catch up on like the movies where it's like, oh hey, if you want to watch like the original Marvel movies to get up to, I don't even know what these bitches are called.
The shows?
Fantastic
To the
Four?
Avenger movies, you had to watch every single superhero movie, or at least like the main ones, where it's like, oh, the Hulk doesn't technically matter too much because his story came out in like 2006, 2007. No, I guess earlier, I guess.
I think
But
that's
you
peak
definitely,
Hulk.
but you definitely had to watch these movies to understand these characters. You couldn't just go into the Avenger movie and be like, "Oh yeah, these guys rock." You wanted to back them, and then they just kept making more movies, and they finally finished the Avengers chapter.
The first one.
Yeah, the first sequence or whatever they're calling the first whatever. Where you no longer have to watch all of those movies to understand what happened. Maybe there's like side characters like, Wanda, you're gonna watch her TV show and the movies that she's in to understand what this new series is gonna be about.
I understand what you're saying. This isn't me like trying to counter you or anything. I wanted to piggyback on what you're saying actually. Because the way that you feel about Iron Man and like superhero hero movies, Anthony, that's how I felt about the Transformers movies, the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Like those have like a special place in my heart. I don't remember anything after the third one because they just kept pumping them out.
You know, like the Mark Wahlberg one where he's like, "It's a fucking transformer."
That is the
I
third
don't-
one, isn't it?
It's a
I don't know.
minor.
I think it might be the fourth.
That's
one.
the
I don't know.
minors.
For the Michael Bay, I think they had 5 in total.
I can look it up.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. But then they rebooted the animated universe. No, but the thing, like Transformers has
I
had
think it's
so
3.
many shows
So I think
and like
Labouf was in
comics,
2.
spin-offs, and things like that. That if they were to try to keep this like main like not timeline, but this main like universe going, and then also have TV shows for it as well, it would just be too much to consume for one person.
You can say that about any like thing that's been on the air for more than 10 years.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Like I haven't watched any of the new version of the Transformers, which I think it was technically rebooted since
It's 2 other
the
movies.
Bumblebee
That's it.
movie.
I
Um,
finally watched the one with the dinosaurs, and I was like, yeah.
Rise of the
I don't
Beast.
think I've even seen that one.
I know it's not like
Not the
same
one with the
level.
gorilla, the one with the fucking dinosaurs, where it was
Rise of the Beast.
I don't think I watched either of those.
Is it Rise of the Beast?
Have I?
No, that's
it's
the
Age
gorilla.
of Extinction.
Have I watched that one? Because I know there's Transformers. There was like Dark Side of the Moon. There was the one with the other Prime guy who
Transformers,
was
Transformers:
trying to
Revenge of the
kill-
Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night. The Last Night's the one with Mark Wahlberg, I think.
No, I have watched all 5 of those. That's right.
I don't think so. I think Mark Wahlberg's in the third. 'Cause
He's
what
in
was
the
that
Rise
one?
of the
No,
Last
he's
Night?
in the last Michael Bay one.
Yeah, then it is. I
Because
can
then
look it up.
after that,
Yeah, because of the night.
Because Shia LaBeouf stopped being him after the third one. Who was the main characters in the fourth one then?
I'm
I
looking.
could have swore it's the third, because the last night isn't that where Prime's like
He's like the only Autobot
Teacher-
really left.
came back?
Mark Wahlberg is the fourth one.
He is the fourth one?
Is it?
Yeah, the last.
Who's
Wait,
the
no,
fifth
the
one?
last night was
No,
Optimus
sorry.
dying, wasn't it?
Sorry.
No, that was him coming back.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg
died?
takes over after the last two, or the last two. Mark Wahlberg.
So he's in
takes over.
both of them? Yeah. I think the fourth one is when he died, and then the fifth one is when he came back. But he
Dark
was
of
like
the
in
Moon is when
hiding
he
the
died.
whole time.
He died at the end of Dark of the Moon.
That was the third one, right?
Yes.
So he came back in the fourth one?
2011. Those movies look great for 2011.
No, absolutely.
Okay, no, because Mark Wahlberg brings him back to life when he finds him. Because the whole Mark Wahlberg thing and how he gets
He's
into
asleep
the,
and he kisses him and he wakes back up.
kind
He
of
presses his
it's-
face.
No, he buys an old fucking truck, which is Optimus Prime, and he's like, "Oh wow, this truck's been through some shit. Look, there's a fucking mortar shell in this bitch. What the hell?" And then he starts tinkering with it, and his daughter's
That's
like,
the
"Don't
fourth
do it,
movie.
Dad."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were saying he
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back in the fifth one.
I thought it was. I think I
to be
mixed
fair,
up.
I did watch that movie without the volume, and it was a completely different movie. I just,
Yeah,
Yeah,
They were
he didn't
kissing,
talk
it
the way
was
he did. What's it called?
that should be our next series. It's just us watching movies without the audio and trying to get the gist of what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Is this without the audio and the subtitles?
No,
Because I watch
think-
anime. So,
that would be an experience. Watching anime in pure Japanese when you don't know anything, and you're just like, "What is going
Well,
on?"
I mean, that's what I,
I
did
think
for.
Some of
Ghost
us are
stories. I
learning.
love ghost stories.
Wow, this girl seems so cool. Is that a car? Bam.
That's what I did with the Dragon Ball Super when it was originally coming, like the original running of it, because it comes out in Japan first, obviously. But like, I would watch it the day it came out in Japan without subtitles, and I would just sit here and I would dub over it myself to the best of my ability.
You got
And then-
Breaking
and-
Benjamin playing in the background of 3 Days Grace. You're fucking going at it.
And it's
Isaiah's
fun.
next to his
Low-key.
TV going, "Oh, hello, Goku-kun. I missed you."
It's great.
It's Isaiah standing with his arms up for 4 hours as he's going through the Frieza saga. He's like, "They're gonna do it now. They're gonna do it now."
Give me your
Anthony, you know,
energy.
like,
it looks like I'm collecting energy.
Was it,
Oh, it does.
was John was talking about this.
This is
You know,
Ghost
like,
Lights.
when
I'm waiting.
you know when how like you write a
Give
story
me your energy.
and sometimes like you don't know where the story is going, so sometimes you surprise yourself with what's
No.
going to happen next. You
I have
ever done that?
ADHD. I never get surprised.
Maybe that's just me and John. I have a different kind of no. I get
Damn,
surprised with stories
Anthony never gets
sometimes.
surprised. He's like the ultimate soldier.
Yeah, he
We're gonna
he
get a
never,
jump on him. No, you
prematurely
won't. Bang,
ejaculates.
bang, bang,
Um,
They're gonna be
and
looking
so-
for a clown, or they're gonna be looking
no
for
one heard
soldiers.
that.
Just like a duck.
What's it called?
You guys are
You know,
stupid.
it's
They're looking
great
for
'cause
army guys.
I would get surprised by what happens on the screen because I'll be doing like fighting dialogue. All of a sudden, we're in a completely different scene. I'm like, oh, I mean, and that's why you are the chosen one. And then we go back to fight.
It's like
my
the,
ultimate attack.
My
I'll
favorite.
use my
like,
ultimate attack. I'll use my ultimate attack.
There's a I guess a GIF or a video that I really like. It's when you play the Yakuza games and you skip the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So in the Yakuza game, it's about the Yakuza, the Japanese Yakuza, and there's a part where like the director, the main guy, is talking to one of them, and they're about to shoot this man, and the guy accidentally skips the cutscene, and they're all in goat carts. And he's like, how do we get here?
I
Well,
found
clearly he was like, "Don't shoot me. I own a go-kart track." And they're like, "Really?"
It's I love that game. This game's so cool.
I've never played it.
I
played
started playing Yakuza
Lies.
0.
I played the demo. It was on one of my original Xbox games. They would have like demos on them, and I played it. All it was there was like a alleyway brawl that you got to play in, and you'd fight. I was like, this game looks stupid.
It is. I've only played through like the intro sequence of Yakuza 0 because apparently it didn't autosave. So when I came back to finally play it, it didn't save. So I said, "Fuck this game," and I deleted it. But I didn't know that's the game.
Then you went back to Ninja Gaiden.
Have you guys ever done that before? With like, what? It doesn't have to be just video games. But like, if you guys started something, you're like, this is too fucking hard, and just quit immediately and drop it.
Yeah, so like I used to
before.
be this cool guy and stuff, but then I just got tired and I had to reset, and then I got isekai'd here.
What are you talking about?
What?
What's an isekai?
I was reincarnated. I used to be a cool superhero, and I got tired of it.
Isekai and me, huh?
What?
What?
You said that right as I got quiet.
Oh, well, this is awkward.
Isaiah-kun, I didn't know you felt that way.
I do it
When
a
did I
lot
get in your room?
with artwork. I'll be like, I'm gonna start this artwork, and I'll have a vision in my head, and I'll draw like a sketch and something, and then I go to do it digitally, and I go, man, this shit's too hard, and I just give up.
You know that drawing I was gonna make of the one I showed you where I had like made it like the two slices like that, and it was gonna be like artwork for Driftwood. I don't know what happened to that piece of paper.
I don't think that's giving up. I think you just fucking lost it.
I don't give up. I just leave projects to come back to
give
another
up.
time.
I just
That part too. There's this one back when I was coloring a lot more. I was coloring back in. It was back in like 2019. I started this piece of this dragon.
Jacob, that's bad audio.
What?
Jacob's
What's
farting
your
in the mic.
problem? Like, what's your deal? It was this art piece of a dragon. It was like a coloring piece that I found online. It was really cool because it had a little small pieces to it, and I was like coloring it, and it was really cool because it was very I made it like rainbow and iridescent looking. It was pretty sick. Like I had kept getting some new coloring pencils for it, so like the quality kept getting better the more I colored it. I started it in 2019, and I still haven't finished it.
I get that.
Damn.
I think
I have books like that.
I have it actually. Hold on.
It's not that I just. It's mostly because I just lose interest and I'm like, cool, and then I just stop reading.
Oh, ow!
That was a good thump.
This is his head.
Well, Isaiah's doing that. Do you guys want to hear my topic?
Sure.
It's Anthony's new segment.
I don't even have it.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a list. There is the list that has no title.
B.
I would like for you to guess the title of this list.
Okay.
Okay.
Wrestling, photography, hot dog, and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Things I goon to. Final answer.
Things that we've talked about on the podcast.
Nope.
Things that Anthony goons to.
Things Anthony enjoys.
No.
Things that have traumatized Anthony.
No.
Is Anthony related to this at all?
Yeah, this is like a list. Like I made this list.
Can you say them again?
Wrestling, photography, hot dogs, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Are these all of Anthony's previous special interests?
Topics from funny segments on podcasts you listen to.
Are these things that I talked about on Lamb Hall of John?
No, I have a whole spreadsheet for your podcast.
I know. What I said, Anthony's previous special interest. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we get a hint?
No, everyone gets a final guess.
One more time.
It's for the audience to play at home too. Wrestling, photography, hot dogs, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Are they all related?
Yeah, that's why
There's
they're on a
there's
list.
something
Artemis.
connected to
Yeah,
it.
but like
You said
is
wrestling, hot dogs,
Photography.
photography,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Wrestling. Things that you can find at a convention.
Garbage.
That's my final
Jacob.
guess.
I'm gonna go with Anthony's hobbies.
Artemis.
I don't know.
No.
Good answer. Good answer.
Things I would consume raw. Next one. So we do my next list.
How do you consume wrestling and
I
photography
get
raw?
it, Raw, because that's the name of the
Yeah, I love,
the thing.
Midnight Raw.
RAW, Raw,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
WWE Raw.
So how do you
Raw?
consume that?
Because you
Oh,
consume
by
it
watching
by watching it.
Yeah. Photography, it's raw photos is the best format
How
for
do you
editing.
do Shadow the Hedgehog?
Anyways, we're gonna go to my next list. It is car wrecks, actual guns, food brands, and Naruto signs. Naruto
Gang
hand
signs.
No.
One more time.
Clean take. Car wrecks, actual guns, food brands, Naruto hand signs.
I think it's an amalgamation of pictures you have of people holding or doing these things, and the title is "Why His Hands Look Like That."
That's really good, Jacob. That's
No.
really good.
Yeah,
that's really
what
good,
it
though.
has to be.
Art.
One more time.
Nope.
Participate.
Not
damn
another
it.
time.
Actual guns.
Car wrecks,
And
actual
that's
guns,
an hour.
food brands, Naruto signs.
Things that you can find in isekai anime. Let's go.
No.
Artemis?
I love Whack Donalds.
I'll do hand
McReynolds?
signs.
What'd you say?
I'll do hand signs.
No, awful. So car wreck, actual guns, food brands, and Naruto signs. My life would be improved if these were emojis. You
You
guys
have
are
another one?
ass. I hate doing anything with you three.
You just have the most fucking ADHD lists ever.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fucking point.
How the fuck are we supposed to figure this out, Anthony? You're
is how my
speaking
brain
in
works.
code.
Let's
This
play.
is
all
Let's
cryptic.
play
autism.
Jacob's version: lettuce, hot
Pokemon.
dogs, and milk.
Things Jacob had for lunch today.
What's his face? Ate for lunch.
No, it's a fucking grocery list. Why do they hate me?
That's why I don't bring any new segments. You guys are bitches.
I found the dragon.
Oh, the drawing.
just bring a good.
It's not a drawing. It's a,
I'm gonna put it
it's
on
a
Instagram.
coloring.
Ooh.
I still haven't finished it though because you see all that white. I want to color.
Oh, that's bad audio. Can you back it up?
Sorry. It's still not finished because I never colored the face or finished the tail. We'll put this on the Instagram. We'll put it on the Patreon.
The Pondcast got lost at sea for a second.
Oh no! We went on a cruise and we never came back.
All right, so final topic. If we were stranded on a shipwreck and we're in a life
die
raft,
first.
who we eating first? Oh, never mind, we eat Isaiah.
No, we eat Jacob first. He's got the most protein on him.
Now, how long before we eat someone?
Well, what's we find
2
out? How
minutes.
long are we searching? What is everyone's survival skills?
I say it's 2 minutes before I eat somebody. I just go, Anthony, we're all alone on this raft, and then I spread your legs a little bit. And I go,
Oh, I don't like
I have
that.
my headphones
Jacob's
on
eating
still.
ass immediately.
there's no cameras here.
So
They'll
like, I
never
was
believe you.
almost a Cub Scout, so like my survivability is slightly higher.
Like a
I had
fish.
a survivalist teacher.
Nobody questioned why I was almost a Cub Scout.
So I know
That's
how to
good, that's
survive
good.
in the
No one needs
desert.
to know.
What?
I mean, I went glamping one time.
You say you would survive in a desert?
Yeah, I know how to survive in a desert. I had a
Let's go and repeat the question, Jacob. If we were on
we're
a
stranded
shipwreck,
at sea, Artemis is like, quick, find a cactus.
my mom gave this to me when I moved from Arizona.
Well, I'm
I
just
was
saying,
just like,
that's-
where's the
that's-
sand? Where's
that's
the
what I know how to
sand?
survive. It's a desert.
It's like one of those spigots that you like put into the cactus so water comes out, or immediately stabs the raft. Look, water's here. No.
Or it's like, look, our raft is made of bamboo.
I feel like I could catch a seagull. I just pretend I'm dead. It lands on me, and I just snap its neck, and I got food.
How
That's
are
when
you
you realize.
cooking that?
That's when you realize you've been lifted away
What?
by
How are you
seagulls.
cooking that?
You just eat certain parts. I think it's the organs you can
You
eat.
can drink seagull blood as like a substitute for water for
You
like
can drink
a
piss.
little bit before you get too sick.
Artemis, if I'm stranded and fucking starving, I'm not worried. Like, it's not cooked. Ew.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
no,
extra
fish.
change.
You can
Night
eat
boys.
fish. Supposedly, instinctually, you would start to go for the eyes and the guts and stuff because that's where there's more nutrition.
Yeah, and then I'll rub your belly while I do it. Give me those eyes.
Good boy. Good boy.
Oh no.
Why don't you want to rip it from the inside? What is it?
How would you
I'm
like
a
to
rubber
rub it from
belly.
the inside, furball?
That's what it is. Jacob,
That line's crazy.
Anthony got stung by jellyfish. We gotta save him.
Jacob, they peed on my legs. Stop pissing in my mouth. Jacob, don't move, Anthony. You're making it hard.
Can we talk?
No,
Can we talk about that story from Turn with my pee story from Turn?
Sure. Do you want to
Your
start it?
what? Story from what?
There's a busy time during our job for maintenance, and it's called turn. We have a bunch of student housing. A lot of people leave, and people come back at once. So I was training a bunch of temps, and to make them feel like, I'm already stressed out because of all the shit I'm doing, but to make everyone feel comfortable, I'm joking with everyone. And one of the new guys, I go, hey, like it's his first day. I go, everyone else is around me, and this is the new guy. And I go, this is where tools are going to be. This is kind of what the schedule is going to be. This is what, kind of giving the lowdown. And then I go, make sure you don't break anything or get hurt because you're going to have to we're going to have to do a drug test to make sure you're all good. Yeah, it just involves you peeing in a cup and then me drinking it. And I'm like, that was a throwaway joke. And then I think
that's like
2 weeks later.
No, it was 2 days later. It got turned
the only
into,
thing that
don't
latched
get hurt,
onto.
or else you have to pee in Anthony's mouth.
Straight from the tap.
You know what? It might not even have been 2 days. It might have been like 2 minutes.
Well, no, the guy that I told it to, he didn't talk much.
No, he didn't.
Complete silence. We're talking to our boss at the time,
Almost
and they're
name
like,
dropped.
"Oh yeah, don't." Oh, almost. They're like, "Oh, don't get make sure you didn't get hurt." And he goes, "Yeah, because you have to pee in Anthony's mouth with no context."
Yeah.
So
No,
we
he
still
broke
do it to this
something.
day.
No, he broke something.
He
was
did
like,
break something.
Great.
That's right.
Now I have to go pee in Anthony's mouth. Also,
Good thing HR wasn't involved.
and that's when we found out that I will do anything for $100.
Oh yeah, that's Anthony bucks.
Oh yeah,
No, that's
Anthony
real
bucks
life
were a
bucks.
hot commodity.
Yeah, dude, we had
That's
our
a-
own black market.
I
with
still have,
that. We
like,
were
2
trading
Anthony
them and
bucks.
gambling.
So I used to manage all these guys, all these fucks audience, and
Watch your mouth.
You could get them
Yeah.
to do things.
I'll
I
pee
would
on
say
fucks to you.
I would give you. I would Venmo you $5 later on, and those were
You
considered
got
Anthony
Venmo'd?
bucks. Or
Yeah,
was it Cash App?
All you
He
bitches
gave you
got-
guys money?
It was
Yeah,
IOUs up
I was
until he
there.
finally started paying people out.
Yeah, until I got my bonus, and I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna start paying everybody."
Yeah, because I remember that text. It was like Anthony was like, "Hey, how many Anthony bucks do you have?" And I was like, "Oh, I've been gambling with him." And he goes, "Just give me a number." And I was like, "Oh, I have like, I don't know, $40." Then I get a Venmo notification. It's like, Anthony paid you $40, and it just said, "Anthony bucks are dead now."
I do remember that. Yeah.
Well, no, I remember there was like a fire alarm that was going off in a dumpster. I was like, 20 Anthony bucks.
remember
Whoever wants to
that.
get, who
You
turned that
just see
shit off.
3 of us.
Yeah, 3 people jump in a dumpster.
And this
To be
dumpster was
fair-
full of trash.
Yeah, hopefully none of those people got hurt because it would have to piss in my mouth. All right, thanks for looking at the podcast. We appreciate it.
Oh no, I got a boo
Bye.
boo.
See you next time.
Oh no, I
Bye.
accidentally slipped and fell into your arms.